All right. Welcome back to Roland's Reviews. I have returned. So, those of you who missed the last live stream, you did not hear me tell you that I was taking a vacation. Wheezy. All right. Yeah. So, I'll go ahead and I went back to Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I enjoyed it, but I was definitely ready to get back to you. And so that we could continue um, what we have been doing, which is sharing information with each other, having a good time, trying to lift each other up with some, of course, issues that life will throw at you. So I'm so glad to be back. I just went back to Allentown. I got back last night. Yes, Greg, and I had a wonderful time. And I told you I'd be back. And so I know some people are like, oh my God, what happened to Rolling? But if you weren't here for the last live stream, I told everyone that was here that I would be on the road. But what I did, and I told you I might not share shorts, what I did is I made the shorts up before I left. And then I had it scheduled where they would, they were scheduled to come out every day, I think about 5:30, because I knew I was going to be busy. You know how it is when you're with family. I did, Mayor. I enjoyed it. I went back to my old stomping grounds. How you doing, Bobby? And so let's go ahead and get started. I know some people are busy, probably with their 4th of July celebrations. Happy 250th anniversary to all of you. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're here. And let's get started with the roll call. Mayor, how are you doing, love? Connie, hello. I have a company over, but I'll be listening. Happy 250 years anniversary, celebrating the best country on earth. Miss Connie, you will get the first truth bomb. Yeah, so, and you know what we say on this channel, if you don't like it, leave, okay? It's not perfect. However, we do have problems here or there. Nothing is perfect. So anyone that doesn't like it, goodbye. Greg, yeah, how you doing? Wheezy again, how are you? Bobby, how you doing? Shadow Seeker, well, happy 4th to you as well. So there are all kinds of events, but it's been so hot. A lot of events, because I was going to stay until Saturday. But it's so hot. They canceled a lot of events. And I was watching the news when I was back in Allentown. And Philadelphia, of course, they're going to have a lot of events. And they had people who were at an event, was it Thursday? And they had to call the ambulance. Several people passed out. The heat just overwhelmed them. So they canceled a lot of events. And I told you, I just got back in. For me, that's like a 10-hour drive. So I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I will celebrate with my Rollins Reviews family, and that will suffice for me. Yeah, Beverly, happy birthday to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, Maga, it's good to see you ladies back together again. Oh, yeah, okay, Maga, you and I back together again. That's Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack, one of my favorite songs from the 70s. Too hot here, waiting for the sun to set. Greg, oh, okay. Greg, I'm so tired from that drive. The sun can set. I've already fed all the animals. The deer are out there. You can't see. Behind this is a window. The deer are out there eating. The cats have been fed. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm relaxing. Tijuana, you're used to it, and I'm used to it here in North Carolina. But I wasn't used to it. They're not used to it in, the northern states. Not like it, it's been going. And I think I was telling my dad, I said, since they're not used to such hot temperatures, they're thinking, oh, it's fine, it's okay. And so a lot of people passed out. How you doing, Vicki? And so all of you, share your American story. I am, the video I just played is from America 250. If you look right here, those of you who were here, I think it was in June. Was it the beginning of June? I told you I went to Walmart. There was this big van. I'm going to show you. They pulled up and they were giving out free Walmart bags. I held it up during that live stream. It's over in the corner now. I can't reach it. And they were talking about America 250. It's this van, this camper that was going around talking to people, telling people to share their American story. And I got in line. I was going to, and so what people were doing was going in the camper and being interviewed. And so I got in line, but it was hot that day, and there were two or three people in front of me. There were two or three people in the camper. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I was just going to tell them, what I did so far as my occupation is concerned, and tell them, how I enjoy and I know America, and I'm blessed to be here. And so Shadow Seeker, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Vermont all get this hot. We have lived in all four. We're always, Shadow, it was like over 100 more than one day. How you doing? And so people were like, oh, we're fine. No, you're not. They had to call the ambulance. I mean, young people, middle-aged, old people, they had to take them away in the ambulance. So people, be safe. Again, I'm celebrating here with you. That's the extent of my celebration. Okay, but thank you for that, Shadow Seeker. And I've lived in New York, and of course I was younger. So, when you're a kid, the temperatures don't seem to bother you as much. But my God, when you get older, you're like, I'm not doing this. 110 in Saratoga, New York. Whoa, Shadow Seeker, be careful. Okay. So all of you, just type anything that you want. I'm just going to share some videos with you. If you're just coming in, hit that like button, share your American story. We hear a lot of negative things. Share something that you would like to share in reference to America and its 250th anniversary. And then I'm going to show you, of course, you remember Al Sharptongue told Black people, Black America, not to celebrate it. He told us to have Black people need a separate celebration so he can go right on. I will never celebrate with him. MAGA, Michigan, still trying to decide. We had a tornado the other day. I vote yes. So we had no power at all yesterday. It was so hot in the house, and then it was hotter outside. MAGA, yeah, I'm glad that you were pretty much unscathed. Old Town, yes, 71 degrees here in downtown Vallejo, California. Old Town, I need to come where you are. Vicky, how you doing, love? So, yeah, what I just shared with you, and you'll see it, I'll play it because we just had a lot of people to join. That was when they came here to Fort Bragg. And again, they just were talking to people, and they had, what do you call these? I love these campers. The silver campers. Oh my God. It's not coming to me right now. Oh God, what is it? Someone type it in the comment section. It just left my brain. And so they were going all around America. So I asked, I said, so what's this about? And in preparation for to this year's July 4th, they went all around America to Walmarts and other places, passing out bags, interviewing people. And again, I would have, but I was like, I am not waiting in that line. So as you can see, the one I played for you is when they were actually here in North Carolina. Airstream. Thank you, Tijuana. Tijuana, yes. Thank you so much. Those are my favorites. Those are my absolute favorite campers. Tijuana, I guess I'll have to buy one next lifetime. I cannot afford one. Or I will not go into that type of debt this lifetime. Okay, I could probably get one, but no. Bobby, CJ, how you doing, love? CJ, you know I was on vacation. I went back to Allentown, so I know CJ and my girls will reach out. Hey, what's going on? Where are you? God bless you and your family too, Bobby. So I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone's having a good time. And since we had so many people to join us, again, I'll show you when they actually were here at Fort Bragg. And they went all over America. And so, hey, where was it? Okay. And they have a lot of events going on. We know what's going on in New York. Oh my God. The Taylor Swift, the Swifties are there for the Taylor Swift marriage. What a mess. So anyway, that's what this is about. And that's what they were doing, going all around. And where's the one I just shared with you? And if you want to follow them here on TikTok, okay, there you go. All right. So where are we? Patriot, how are you doing, love? And you know I'm here at Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base, so you know it's big, big. Okay. Excuse me. Can't believe the anti-American people. Greg, it is sad. Again, I want to tell them so much. If you don't like it, just leave. You know, don't make everyone else miserable. All right. But of course, they just continue to stay here and complain. So yeah, they did this in preparation for today, and all over America. All over. All right. And was this the one? Let's see, which one was this? Yes, thank you. We owe our freedoms to being kept safe from our military, and they're ungrateful, entitled, brain dead, willfully ignorant people. If you ask me to describe the MAGA, stay away from my girls. Everyone who spends time with my girls, oh my God. Where are we? Perfect description. Yeah, she had the perfect description. Vicky, we know where all the liberals were at the wedding. Yeah, Vicky, you know. Oh my God. So those of you just coming in, this was when they were here. I forgot the date. I'm sure it's up. But this is when they came to Fort Bragg, and I told you I went to Walmart, and I had no clue. There was this big Airstream trailer out there, and I was like, wow. And they were just giving out bags with little goodies in them. So I'll play this for the people that just entered the live stream. May 24th. Okay, that's when it was. Whoa, I thought it was June. Okay, but that's when I went to Walmart and they gave me the bags and the goodies. All right, so just wanted to share that with you. And again, type your stories in. You know, there are all kinds of events going on. And then I'll take you to their website, America 250. And since I wouldn't wait in line and give them my story, they told me, oh, you can just go on the website. And of course, I never did because I forgot. Just life, just busy. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you. And now I'll cue up the next video. Happy 4th to all of you. The Revolutionary War and World War II were the two most significant wars. That was the defining moments in our history. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Okay, CJ. Meow. All right, so I'll take this down and let me see. And of course, President Trump spoke about at Mount Rushmore. So there are all kinds of salutes going on. All kinds of events. And look at this. Look at this. These morons. 10 states decided to boycott the celebration. So how about President Trump not send any more federal funds to those states? Anyone in favor of that? If you're in favor of that proposal, type a 1 in the comment section. These people are despicable. World War XI. What is Tijuana talking about? So let me share this with you. Oh my God. All right, I'll show you. All right, President Trump.
And moving over to
I'll show you President Trump, and then we'll go to the 10 states that are boycotting.
the biggest national headline today, the United States of America celebrating a milestone birthday today, 250 years old. Many events are planned across the nation, but as we just heard from Danny, the heat is an obstacle in many areas. Carissa Lawson reports from New York.
3, 2, 1. At the stroke of midnight, the famous Times Square ball dropped for a second time this year to celebrate America 250. Also in New York City, tall ships from more than 20 countries will join a flotilla of warships later today.
All right. They were singing a song. So
Rushmore in South Dakota, where he delivered a speech last night.
After 250 years, American freedom still rings. The American dream still lives, and the American flag still flies more proudly than ever before.
President Trump returned to the nation's capital for what could be the largest ever fireworks display in the world amid tight security. Military planes practiced flyovers for a day of events despite high temperatures predicted to hit 110 degrees in Washington today. The heat forced a temporary closure of the Great American State Fair on the National Mall yesterday.
I'm a little disappointed. I know it's because of the heat, so there's nothing they can do about it.
Performers who were supposed to take part in the Salute to Independence semi-quincentennial parade in Philadelphia were also left disappointed after it was canceled.
We're just going to make the best out of a situation. That's what we do.
This adjusted opening time will not affect the concert's 7 p.m. start.
Organizers of the Boston Pops July 4th concert announced a later opening time this evening, but the show will still go on.
Meanwhile, officials are warning those going to celebrations in the heat to stay hydrated and find air-conditioned spaces if needed. And moving,
like I was saying, I was going to stay another day, but everything was canceled. So, yeah, oh, Robert, yeah. Just, she's not deported yet. Just get rid of her, okay? Robert. Oh, my God. Yeah, so that's all we're doing. Share your story down below. And I wanted to show you. Hold on. Let me pull that up so I can show you. The states that are boycotting. Hold on. So they never ever stop. And if, again, you don't like it, leave. The new Air Force One is awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah. And you're right. All right. So, what are your thoughts about today? What do you think? Maga, sorry for my absence. My neighbor wanted to tell me her doctor told she needed to start exercising and do a few laps around the neighborhood. Wow, Maga, he meant for her to walk and she bought a golf cart. Oh my God. Funny. Oh, goodness gracious. Woo! I guess he should have been a little more specific, huh, Maga? All right, let me show you the 10 states and their reasons for their non-participation. Hold on, I want you to see. Was there anyone aware that there were states that were boycotting? Oh my God, these people. I will show you just in case you don't know. Wonder where Tina is. Tina's not here, is she? No, she's not. All right, hit that like button for me, folks. Let me take down this video. And I could show, there are a gazillion videos I could share with you, but hey, I'm gonna stop. I want to show, you need to see the states that call themselves boycotting. Yeah. Okay. Please support Ilhan and the rest of the squad. Yes, Robert. Please do. All right, everyone see this? At least 10 states, primarily led by Democrats, have declined to send official delegations or participate in the Trump-aligned Great American State Fair on the National Mall, a 2026 event marking America's 250th anniversary, according to reports. The states that have opted out of the Great American State Fair include, everybody see this? Connecticut. Really? Illinois. Shocker. Maine, Massachusetts, my home state now of North Carolina, Oregon, my former home state of Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington. So, all right. Key reasons for skipping the celebration. Let me make sure everyone can see this. Okay, yeah, you can. Partisan. Concerns that the event organized by Freedom 250 is too political rather than a unifying national celebration. Cost. High expenses, with reports estimating participation costs between $100,000 and $1 million, including staffing, a 600 square foot booth, say officials. They had billions of dollars for illegals, but $1 million, that oh no, that's too much money. Get out of here. We know this is political. Scheduling. Some states like Maine cited existing busy summer schedules. All right. Despite these official boycotts, organizers stated that all 50 states would still be represented in some form at the fair. So, yeah. Pennsylvania, my former state, although initially listed, reports indicated that some Pennsylvania leaders were engaged in bipartisan efforts to fund a private exhibit despite the official state withdrawal. And we know what this is about. Confederate flags. The North Carolina booth experienced controversy when Confederate flags were included in the display, which were later removed by organizers. Okay. So that was their reasoning. I'm ashamed of my state. Bobby, yeah. Oh my God. CJ, I heard that the mayor of Buffalo said they couldn't celebrate the 4th with fireworks. The people of Buffalo said, I guess your popo is going to be busy. Yeah. CJ. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out, CJ. So I wanted to share that with you. These are the states that aren't participating. or so-called boycotting America 250. And you know, if you don't want to do something, you can make up a gazillion excuses. Come on, we know what this is about. I also wanted to share this with you. Hit the like button, folks. I'm not going to keep you long because, again, I know it's the 4th and people want to probably spend some time with their families, which is understood. And I just got back from spending time with my family, so I do understand. Let me show you this guy. So Al Sharptongue is not the only race hustler telling Black Americans not to celebrate America 250. This guy, who I've shared with you before, the Defiant Lawyer, he's here on YouTube. He's a perpetual victim. Randy's working. My son's playing video games, and I don't like it. Oh, MAGA! MAGA is in rare form today. Woo! All right, so listen to this. And this guy, again, you know how Roly Poly Martin, you know how Al Sharptongue, Ben Crumb, all these people. This guy is in league with them.
This book, because I teach you the many ways.
And you know, I really don't care for this guy because he's one of these people who are always talking about how horrible the schools are, and the schools are responsible for all of these Black children being arrested and going to jail. And he has all of these reasons as to why Black kids are failing. Thank you, CJ. I just got your email, dear. Tina, how you doing, love? Good to see you, Tina. I was just asking about you. I said, where's my Tina? I'm not ignoring anyone. My laptop died and this tablet is a pain. Okay, my girls. That's all right, dear. All right. So listen to this guy. But he has his reasons for why Black America should not celebrate July 4th, given this country's history. So this guy's not going to let it go. Okay. He's just not.
The public schools mistreat African-American boys, and what you can do to help your son. So go over there and get your copy immediately.
So this guy writes books and talks about how horrible. So you know me being an educator. How you doing, Kiel? Where have you been, dear? You know how I feel about this guy. How horrible the public school system is. And it's so racist. And they're, mistreating Black boys. And that's why they're suspended. And that's why they can't read. Everything is dumped on us in education. Nothing is said about the true problem, parenting or lack thereof. Boom. How you doing, Caesar? Good to see you. Yeah. So I don't care. I don't want to hear anything this guy says, but I wanted you to hear this. Okay, Keel. All of my military, my prior military, current military, thank you for your service. My dad had on his Vietnam veteran hat yesterday, and we ran into someone else that was a Vietnam veteran. And so, yeah. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everyone who served this country. Thank you. All right. So listen to this guy for a little bit. We're not listening to all of this crap. But yeah, he blames everyone.
Americans should not celebrate.
Hold on, let me make sure you hear the beginning.
Should not celebrate their oppression. Or you can say,
so if we celebrate America 250, we're celebrating our oppression. Listen to this guy. Oh my God. Hi, sister. How you doing, Prosperity?
Another way. Black Americans should not celebrate with their oppressors about their oppression. This administration has been completely and thoroughly anti-Black, anti-civil rights. So what in the world are we celebrating about and for in this environment? Again, we have no business celebrating our oppression or with our oppressor.
All right, how many people in the comment section, if you are oppressed, type a 1 in the comment section. I'll wait. Mayor, if you are oppressed, please type a 1 in the comment section. Oh my God. I'll wait. I'm still waiting. Let me continue.
Regarding our oppression. So again, what we should do on July 4th, 2026, is peacefully boycott all celebration. And we should find something else to do that affirms the dignity and the respect of the African American community.
We're not African American, sir. We're Black American. How you doing, Kat? Trump has done more for the Black community than any other administration, especially more than the Dems. Kat just joined us, and Kat knows. Kat, if you are new here, love, let us know so we can give you a nice, warm Roland's Reviews welcome. And though anyone who's new here, but you haven't typed anything, so I can't see you. We listen to these people and we just laugh. We know they are full of it. Old Town, I'm oppressed from these failed Democrat policies here in California. Old Town. Prosperity. We should boycott Demis. Boom, another boom. Patriot, he's my president too. But this guy, when I see grown men talking about how oppressed they are, I'm okay. You're a little suspect, severely low in testosterone. Dixie Doll, how you doing, Dixie? Where have you been, love? Happy 250th. Dixie Dog said her husband said he was oppressed. Dixie Dog, stop oppressing your husband. You're gonna make him a victim. That's funny. Listen to this guy. This guy, every video, he talks about how horribly Black Americans are oppressed. We can't make it. Oh, Kat says, yes, I'm new. Showed up in my feed. Oh, everyone welcome Kat. Kat, I love your name because that's my favorite animal. Meow. Everyone say hello to Kat and welcome her to the channel. Kat, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We're glad you're here. Dixie Dogs, that's what he said. Why didn't you warn me before you looked at that? My girls, will you behave once? This man sounds insane. He doesn't realize he's spitting on our ancestors who were oppressed and fought for our freedoms. Right, Caesar? Every video this guy makes, he talks about how badly we're oppressed. White supremacy, systemic racism is the cause of all of Black America's problems. So yeah, this guy, he's in league with Al Sharptongue, Bill Crum, all of these people. Yeah, so everybody welcome Kat. Meow.
Now I'm going to give you 10 reasons why. 10 reasons why we should boycott peacefully the 4th of July celebration this year. As far as I'm concerned, I've already celebrated when I celebrated Juneteenth. But it's time that we take a stand. We take a stand and not participate in nor celebrate with those who celebrate July 4th.
How about you take a stand and go to these Black communities, since you're always blaming white people? Go to these Black impoverished communities and help people. Help people with parenting skills and things like that. Help people to stop shoplifting so that these major businesses like Walgreens and Walmarts will stop moving out, leaving their communities. How about that, sir?
Given the fact that this country has been oppressive to African Americans this entire time that we've been on this soil. As Frederick Douglass said, what does the 4th of July have to do with us? All right. So 10 reasons Blacks should peacefully boycott July 4th. Reason number 1, for gutting the Voting Rights Act. It was just a...
Now, you know, he's a staunch Democrat, so they won't be able to cheat. So, you know, they are still hot about that.
A few weeks ago, that 3 Trump-appointed justices joined forces with 3 other conservative justices, giving them 6, and all 6 of them voted to gut the remaining section of the Voting Rights Act, Section 2. So what is there to be celebrating the 4th of July for?
I'm celebrating, and I have, and everyone in this comment section who votes, if we choose to vote, we have an ID. So stop it. Oh, prosperity. This guy, I've shared this guy before. He's a defiant lawyer here on YouTube. He is in league with Al Sharptongue, Roly Poly, Butt Cheek Martin, and all these other people. He's a perpetual victim. Everything. Oh, you blocked him. Yeah, he did this video. And see, you remember I did a video when Al Sharpton told Black Americans not to celebrate America 250, that we should have a separate celebration. Dixie, I had to take my kitty to the vet last night. What happened to Kitty, Dixie Dogs? Let me know in the comment section that Kitty's okay.
The oppression, the racial oppression that started with this country toward us has never really abated. We were able to end slavery with the 13th Amendment. We were able to become citizens. We were able to get at least the right to vote on paper, but the fight has never.
Yeah, tell me what you think about this guy. Prosperity said, where'd you get the... every once in a while, I'll show you his video. You know I don't show it that often because it's sickening. I celebrated the bicentennial back in the 4th grade. Caesar, me too. He's so oppressed that he's a right mayor. He's so oppressed. He's an attorney. Stop it. So sad that people feel like this man. Cat, it's worse than that. What the heck is wrong? Okay, Dixie Doll, your cat's 14. Yeah, okay. Dixie Dolls, it's time for you to get another cat, okay? One's not enough. Meow, Dixie. Here, I just sent you some kitty cats in the comment section. Right, Patriot. This guy, he's an attorney, but he's oppressed. Cat, if you, hey, as you can see, you said you're new here. We expose all of these frauds. Dixie Dog said, no, she's tired. You tired of animals? You trying to downsize with animals, dear? Maga, my grandma said, was right. When you live in victimhood, you never reach victim. Yeah, and this guy, you're an attorney, but you're talking about, oh, we're oppressed. How are you oppressed? Tina, was a white man that gave you your freedom. So, right, Tina? This guy, this guy will not. This is what you hear him saying. If you were here, how many of you were here when I did this? I did a video on this guy before. He's talking about a fight that's already been fought. Caesar, he's living, he's in the 50s or 60s or something. He's not in 2020s. I don't know what time period he's in. Someone please let this guy know. He's mixed up. My other cat was 19. It's really hard to lose him in the city. Yeah, Dixie, I lost my cat, my 18-year-old cat, a couple of years back. It is. You just try to make them comfortable for the time that they have remaining. And then I have, you know, I feed cats in the cat colonies and stuff too. So I have kitty cats everywhere. And then people dump them at the school all the time. So I'm always feeding cats. I ride around with sardines and cat food in my truck. Yes, Kat, that's what we do here, Kat. If you go look at some of my older videos, that's what we do. We expose the lies. They want Black Americans to remain perpetual victims all their life. And they tell them, you can't make it. And white supremacy and racism is all of Black America's problem. Instead of hitting the primary problem head on. And we talk about the primary problem. The fatherlessness. Now, and Larry Elder, Dr. Thomas Sowell, these guys were talking about this in the 90s. So, and I've been listening to both of these guys. I've been listening to Larry Elder long. Larry Elder's been telling people for years what the problem was, and they ignored him. Every time he went on Fox News and talked about this, they're, oh my God, what's wrong with this guy? You know? Dixie Dogs, your mom. Yeah, Dixie. That's what I do. They tell their friends, hey, that lady will feed you. And they all come to my house, the school, wherever. And there are different cat colonies around. So I ride around with cat food and I feed God's creatures. And there's hey, Dixie, you'll love this. There's a coon that lives up under my truck. I feed him too. Woo!
Hold up, and we continue to fight these people. And they continue to fight us. They gutting the Voting Rights Act really is reason alone not to celebrate the 4th of July. Because this is going to have ramifications for years to come. For years to come. So reason number one, gutting the Voting Rights Act. Reason number two.
CJ, yeah. So CJ, you weren't here. They're suppressing my political views, my political videos because they're conservative. Now my shorts, they've been sharing out, but my political videos, if 200 people see it, I'll be lucky, but whatever, I still come on. Yeah, Tina, he's one of my favorites too. But yeah, that's YouTube. Now listen to reason number two. This guy is sick.
Eliminating disparate impact. In the federal government, the Trump administration has eliminated a key part of civil rights enforcement, the disparate impact. It is needed when the result of racist policies, and those policies can appear to be facially neutral, but the result of them.
So Prosperity said that there are black people there in Chicago celebrating in the rain. Yeah, those are the intelligent black people that have more than 2 brain cells, not like some of these other bums. How you doing, Tremaine? Here, great sister Queen here. Happy 4th, stay well. Yes, Tremaine. Yes, thank you, love. Yeah, no one has time. People don't realize the devil is responsible for trying to keep people apart and separating people. And that's what the Democrats do. So I ignore them. Dixie Dogs, you got it. He's lying. That's what they do. He never encourages young men to get out there and take care of business. He only tells them what they can't do. That's the Democratic way, Caesar, to keep them perpetual victims. Boy, when I see men walking around here talking about they are oppressed due to racism, I mean, I just lose. I can't. I just walk away. I can't deal with it. Now you're a man and you're walking around here talking about how oppressed you are. I don't want to hear that crap.
Is they disparately impact the African American community. And with the disparate impact doctrine now eliminated, we can't look to the results to prove that there is a racist, again, result, a racist purpose behind the policies because, again, the Trump administration has gotten rid of disparate impact. So that, too, alone should be reason for us to say, no, 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 we're not celebrating our oppression. It's the same way I feel when I hear African-American people singing the national anthem. You're singing and celebrating your oppression.
Okay, it's 2026. This guy is talking like it's 1786. This guy. Marga. Tina, I have a yard full of black people fixing to celebrate the 4th of July. Tina, the black people who have more than 2 brain cells aren't listening to these people. Dixie Dogs, the Dems are using the racism. Dixie, that's all they have is lies. Oh, white supremacy and racism, you can't make it. Stop it. Greg is a truth bomb. Greg said his 2 brain cells are oppressing each other. Oh my God.
This country has been about racially oppressing, economically, politically, educationally, psychologically oppressing black people from the beginning. And they are still furthering that practice. So why are we celebrating with them?
Cat, oh yeah, Cat. If you go to my before we leave today, I'm going to show you my channel page. We expose all of these people. Yes, Cat. Thank you so much, Cat. Yeah, we expose it. All of these lies that they tell, and I'm not a big channel, And I know CJ, like CJ just said, YT is suppressing my this video, my political videos. I don't care. I'll talk to the people that are here. That's all. I'm still not going to shut up. Miss Deal-With, old ninjas need to realize their day is gone. I'm sick of owns just as much as. Oh yes, how you doing, Miss Deal-With? Hadn't seen you in a while. Boom. Miss Deal-With says she's sick of the old ninjas. Miss Deal-With, it's 2026. What is his problem? Miss Deal-With, this guy's a lawyer, an attorney, and he's talking about how oppressed we are. What the heck? Oh.
All right, eliminating disparate impact. Number 3, eliminating approximately 200,000 Black jobs during the Trump administration.
Now, this guy is lying. If you've been here, yes, a lot of people have lost their jobs. They've been Black, they've been white. So when you hear Roland Martin, this guy, all these other Black race hustlers talk about, oh, all of these people lost their jobs. What about all the white people that lost their jobs? So, but when they talk about it, it's like only Black people lost their jobs. And that is not the case. You don't have to listen to me. Google it, folks. How you doing, Alex? Alex said, Alex, they're never going to tell the truth. How you doing, Alex? Yeah, hit that like button, folks. So, I have to, that's why I keep stopping it. I can't with these lies.
What is
Mayor, because they didn't kick the illegals out of Chicago. Only Martha's been. MAGA, what are you talking about? Oh my God. Yes, the elites, Barack Obama, all of these people wanting you to keep these illegals in your communities. Allow your communities to be flooded. When that bus went to Martha's Vineyard, so Kat, I did a video on this. They didn't even let those people get off the bus. They turned that bus around and sent them out of there. But they want us to deal with it, right? Right. He's the reason many young men are now saying old ninjas gotta go. Yes, Caesar, boom, boom. It's 2026. And I tell my students, and those of you who've been here for a while, I tell you, hey, I told you every school year at the beginning, I tell my students, if you are not successful in life, that is your fault. You go, you look in the mirror, and that's the person you have to blame. Stop blaming your failures on a whole race of people. That is not the truth. That's the Democratic way, but it's not true. My girls, he's lying so hard his nose is going to grow straight up his tailpipe. It's all lies. Oh, okay, Dixie. Thank you for dropping in. Happy 4th, sister. You take care, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I know some of you have events to go to, but I still wanted to jump on because I wasn't on last night because I was just getting back in town. It's amazing here in Oklahoma we don't have any of this crap he's spewing. I go to town, everyone, Black, white, Hispanic, Native Indians treat each other with respect. Yeah, CJ, I don't see this crap. But they got to keep stirring the pot to keep people at each other's throats. Bye, Dixie dogs. Dixie dogs, let me sing you some kitty cats since you're leaving. Oh, okay. All right, Dixie, those kitties are for you, dear. And I'll see you tomorrow, dear. All right, dear. Let me get the video going so we can listen to some more lies.
there to be celebrating about? We have been targeted by this administration.
There's a growing interest.
Okay. How have Black people been targeted? I don't have oh yes, Dixie. See you tomorrow, love. This guy's
Administration fights us. And the result of that targeting of our community has resulted in at least 200,000 Black jobs.
Again, I've done a video on Americans losing jobs. A lot of white women lost their jobs too. And remember, some of these people who lost their jobs were still at home. Maga's at Stockholm Syndrome. Still at home, even though the pandemic has been over for years. Why are you still sitting at home? And remember, we talked about that. How you doing, aristocrats? Happy 4th, dear. Remember, these people that were supposed to be working from home were seen out at restaurants, getting nails done, you name it. Fill in the blank. Oh, my God.
Eliminating at least, probably many more than that, because as I reported the beginning of this year, that black men lost over 500,000 jobs last year.
Black men lost jobs. White men lost jobs too.
In the first part of this year. But I kept the number at a safe place. But yes, that is what the number of jobs that have been lost for the African-American community looks like. But it's sort of all over the place right now. So I put at least a couple 100,000. I believe it's many, many more. Reason number 4, erasing black history.
Oh, those of you who are just joining us, right, Alex, or a Marxist, this guy has 10 reasons why black Americans should not celebrate America 250 here on the 4th of July. So those of you who just joined us, that's what this is about. Yes, aristocrats. How you doing, love?
So when we celebrate the 4th of July, are we celebrating the erasure of black history? Then there's nothing for us to be celebrating. Because that's what they're celebrating. When they celebrate the glory of America, they're essentially celebrating our oppression. And we look like and play ourselves like fools if we take part in that celebration. Reason number 5, targeting black professionals.
This guy.
General Charles Q. Brown. He was like the first.
Now, you know, the Democrats are caught up in the first black this, the first black that. Not just blacks lost their jobs. My girl, heck, they lost them to the illegals, you know. They'll never say that. They'll never say the truth. I said, I have 10 names for him that I can't say here.
Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff with a stellar record.
CJ, didn't President Trump award Major James Capers Jr., a black American, the Medal of Honor? Right. And many others that Trump, this guy is pulling stuff off the walls. That's it.
And he was removed from that job, although he had done nothing wrong, and replaced with a less qualified white man. We just got a case from the United States Supreme Court where Trump is trying to fire Lisa Cook, Dr. Lisa Cook. And those are just 2 of many.
MAGA has an excellent point. Also, Caesar. MAGA said all Americans were competing against illegals for jobs, regardless of what their races were. Caesar also has a valid point. The black jobs were eliminated back in the early 90s when Bill Clinton closed the military bases, costing over 300,000 jobs. And let's not forget NAFTA that sent all of the American jobs overseas. All of these big cities, Detroit, Chicago, when those jobs left, crime rapidly increased. Yes. Right. My girls, his mom was a fool. My girls, you got it. Happy. How you doing, Marsha Mello? Happy to see you, love. We're watching this defiant lawyer say give 10 reasons why black Americans shouldn't celebrate America 250.
So again, what is there for us to be celebrating? I don't get it. There's nothing there. Why are we celebrating our oppression, and why are we celebrating with the oppressor?
I'm not oppressed, sir. So if you're oppressed, that's your problem. How you're oppressed, I don't know. Greg, right. I've said that often. If he's being a racist, he's doing a terrible job with all he's done for black Americans.
Targeting black professionals. One of Trump's executive orders is focused directly on black doctors. Okay? As DEI doctors. I've done a video on that. So again, what is there that we should be celebrating with the oppressor? Reason number 6, refusing civil rights enforcement for blacks. The Department of Justice, Office of Civil Rights, the Department of Education, Office of Civil Rights, have all repurposed, and they are not prioritizing black civil rights. They're prioritizing other things.
What were the Democrats prioritizing, sir? Jim Crow, Joe Biden, and the Curry Queen. They were prioritizing illegals. They weren't prioritizing black Americans or white Americans for that matter. But I said black because you're one of the blackety blacks. Stop it. Right, Mayor, yes. Boom. How you doing, Mo D? How you doing? Maurice Delk. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, he's a Democrat shield. You know that. How you doing, Mo? Good to see you. Always. Haven't seen you in a while. I know you're busy like the rest of us. Maga said, okay, I'm back. I told her I'm not. Happy 4th to you, Mo. Okay, Maga. Maga, would you please behave?
Several reports have come out of black children in public schools being harassed on the basis of race, and their complaints just piling up.
Okay. As a public school employee of 28 years, can I say this is not true? The people who are primarily doing the harassing are black children. And I've already told you, so I've been teaching 28 years. You look at suspension rates for black, particularly males, it's through the roof. Blackety black Democrat shields like this are blaming the racist white public school system instead of putting the blame where it belongs, on the parents or the parent. Okay, so stop it. Alex, that's what I'm trying to tell you. As a public school educator of 28 years, I am fully aware. But you got these Democrat shields like this guy. It's talking about the teachers are racist. The principal, the administration is racist. Nothing. What about the children and their wrongdoing? I'm sick of it. Caesar, the base closures at NAFTA devastated the black community in the San Francisco Bay Area. Yes. Boom. Boom. I heard of a Debbie Downer. This is the first time I'm hearing of this Reverend Augustus Downer shaking my head. Aristocrats, you better not. Thank you so much, Mo, for sharing this to you with your community. Mo, make sure you check out my shorts. I think you're in my age group, a little bit younger maybe. My shorts I'm doing are on 70s and 80s nostalgia. My shorts are doing really well. YT is not sharing out my political videos, but I don't care. I'm still going to jump on and talk because this is our family. This is our community. Aristocrats, don't go to, if you go to this guy's channel, every video he's talking about white supremacy and racism holding us back. This guy does not know we're in 2026. Oh my God, I can't with this guy.
Stacking up. Because the Office for Civil Rights reportedly has turned away from civil rights enforcement.
What about the civil rights of the victims of these black children? Okay, Mo, yeah, you're Generation X, Mo. Mo, you will love, you need to check out my short. My shorts are doing very well. It's on 70s and 80s. I just uploaded one before I came on with an 80s vibe. Maga, we better be careful. He might start charging us rent. Maga.
For black Americans. And now they're doing more reverse discrimination against whites. And that is a farce.
Reverse discrimination against white people is a farce. So there's no such thing. Okay. I can't with this guy.
So why are we celebrating 4th of July? I got to just keep saying it.
Oh boy.
Reason number 7, requesting white-only EEOC complaints. The chairwoman, literally put out a video. And said to white men, specifically said, white men, file your complaints if you've been discriminated against.
We know how the Democrats feel about straight white men. They are at the bottom of the totem pole. We know that. Alex, they won't address how quick the teachers are quitting nowadays, but they'll bring up the race car. Alex. And Alex, you're not. How you doing, Big Al, Uncle Coon? Hello, dear. Happy 4th to you, dear. Great job to you as well, Al. Yeah, look at Big Al. Big Al hasn't been here in a while. Big Al said, this guy is the worst of the worst. Big Al, you get a truth bomb, dear. He makes an excuse for everything. And those of you who've been with me for a while, you know I share videos of Black people. I call it the Bonnet Brigade and the EBT community. And they are the ones causing the problem. And then that new lady that I just started following, those Black people over there, she addresses it. So I'm not the only person. Mo calls out the nonsense and shenanigans as well. Big Al, Uncle Coon. Big Al, drop your channel link so people can come on up and sub up to your channel, dear. Did the white man stop him from becoming an attorney? Yeah, man, he's oppressed. He really is. You see, Big Al said this guy's the worst of the world. Blah, blah, blah. Right, CJ? Oh, my God.
And as I said, even when this first came out, white men run the country, run the corporations, run the universities. They run the country. So why is the EEOC focusing on white men? And even white
Sir, I don't recall you saying anything when it was focusing on Black Americans.
men who don't run the country, who are not. Did you?
Which is Caesar. Straight Black men are second on the bottom. Caesar! Woo! A lot of truth bombs in here tonight. What is MAGA doing now? Oh my God, MAGA has been bad today. I love it.
You know, in the boards or
Look, everyone. Big Al said, I have done several videos on him. He is Mr. Pitiful. Hey, wasn't that a song back in the 60s or 70s, I think? They call me Mr. Pitiful. Oh, there was a song, a blues song called They Call Me Mr. Pitiful. That's this guy. He's a perpetual victim. He's been a victim all his life. He cannot make it due to white supremacy and racism, systemic racism. Oh, boy, they're holding this guy down.
in Congress or that sort of thing, they still fare much, much, much better than the average African American man. And these laws were put in place to protect African Americans who have been the victims of racial discrimination.
I never see this guy talking about the Black males that are killing each other, who are assaulting people, killing people. The blackity blacks never say anything about that demographic, but it's always white systemic racism and white supremacy. This guy never says anything about the primary problems in the Black community. Get out of here. Yeah, though, make sure you folks that have not already, make sure you subbed up to Big Al Uncle Coon. If you like this content, he calls out the nonsense and the shenanigans as well. He's a Trump supporter just like I am. Woohoo!
Racial harassment, racial violence for the entire time that we've been in this country.
He said for the entire time. Somebody please send this guy an email. I don't have his phone number. Send him an email and let him know this is 2026. What's wrong with this guy? He won't bring up Scam Johnson, Umar. Alex, drop. That's it. Drop that info. Big Daddy Kane did a rap song called Mr. Pitiful too. Okay, Caesar. Thank you. Mr. Pitiful. Oh my God.
So there's nothing for us to celebrate tomorrow, July 4th. Reason number 8, dismantling the Department of Education. That is,
as an educator, I supported the dismantling of the Department of Education. I fully supported it 100%, and I'm glad it was dismantled. Let me continue.
really, really huge because the Department of Education has some extremely important responsibilities as they relate to African American children. African American children in public schools,
Black American, not African American, deal with,
are mistreated. I write about it in my book.
you heard what he said. Black American children, he said African. Black American children are mistreated in the public school. This guy is always talking about how poorly Black children are being mistreated and discriminated against in the public school system. I can't with this guy.
Education and justice, and to ensure to fight against the racial disparities, the racial discrimination that African American children face. The Department of Education was tasked with fighting that fight on Black children's.
The Department of Education was sitting up there getting those big salaries. They weren't doing anything. And sir, you need to check the statistics. No one was doing anything to Black children's. Lack of parenting was the issue. So they come to school, they're out of control. And in all of my years of teaching, Hispanic, Asian, white, yes, sometimes they have their issues, but the largest percentage is Black. So stop it.
Behalf. And it's one of the reasons why white conservatives have never really liked the Department of Education and are just thrilled.
And another reason why they disbanded it. In today's public school system, you don't have educating, you have indoctrination and brainwashing. So stop it.
That Trump is now dismantling it. All right. I'm just giving you 10 reasons. 10 reasons why we should peacefully boycott July 4th.
Big Al Uncle Coon said this guy wrote a book and says the Department of Education sucks, but disagrees with President Trump's school choice. This guy's a nut job. Yes, he is, Al. You get another truth bomb. And Al, you said you've talked about this guy as well. Yeah, he bashes the public school system, blames everything on white supremacy and systemic racism, talks nothing about the behavior of the kids who are in the public schools. He won't talk about it, but I will.
Reason number 9, attempting to nationalize federal elections. And that is with the Save America Act. And that would have a profound impact on Black voters, because no matter what we say, whether we like it or not, there are many African American people who don't have the requisite birth certificate or the requisite passport to prove that
people have money and they get access or gain access to anything that they want. So stop with that lame excuse.
Their citizenship, although they were born here, and there's no question about it.
Listen to her.
We're here. This guy is a mess. Oh, God.
So attempting to nationalize federal elections will have a disproportionate impact on certain groups of people. And in this case, one of those groups.
Democrats are saying Black people don't have driver's licenses and birth certificates, and now they can't vote. All lies.
Will be African American people. And this is not just about having the needed ID to vote. This is also about having the documents necessary, once again, to prove citizenship.
Caesar said it's hard to listen to this lying moron. Yeah, they're out here. I've done videos. You've been here, Caesar. They're out here telling Black people they took their voting rights away and they can't vote, period. And I can't.
And that's not even a real problem, because the Heritage Foundation has been keeping the database. In over 40 years, they found only less than a couple hundred out of 350 million people. So this is not even an issue. Okay. Reason number 10, rejecting Black reparations.
Now, you know, he's asking for reparations. Somebody tell this guy to go to Africa. They sold their brethren and sisterin into slavery. Why won't he go to Africa? Because they're not going to give him one thin dime. That's why.
If there has ever been a group of people more deserving of reparations than African American people, I don't know who they are. We built the foundation, the economic foundation of this nation. Enslaved Black people. And we have never, ever, ever been compensated for that. Never. And they refused. They have given reparations to so many other groups, but they vehemently fight against Black reparations. Here recently, I did a story on Evanston, Illinois, who was given Blacks who were born in a certain period.
Okay, Caesar has an excellent question. Why didn't he ask Obama for reparations? Boom. I'm saying he had 3 terms. And Obama's first term, he had the House and the Senate. So, right. Mayor, was he a slave? He sounds like a slave, don't he, Mayor? The way he talks. Alex, Jamaicans and Africans have their own drama going on in the country. They don't need this country. Alex, you got a good point.
Giving them vouchers to buy houses, to repair houses, so forth, because of the discrimination they had experienced during that particular period. Well, the Trump administration has stepped in and said, no, you can't do that. And that's coming from
Big Al. Nobody is fighting against reparations. You are not getting it. Boom. I'm saying, this guy, I told you, he's lost.
From a state, from a city of a state. Yet the Trump administration says no. And we do remember, all right, we certainly remember at the UN, the Trump administration said absolutely not when nations around the world acknowledged the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade and slavery itself, except for Trump, Argentina, and Israel. Except for the US, Argentina, and Israel. And the envoy for the United States, not only did he say that they reject the ideal of reparations, Black reparations, but he had the nerve to sit and repeat what Trump has said, that he has been the best president for Blacks since Lincoln. I mean, right in our faces with this foolishness. So we have.
Marga said, I have the orchestra of many violins ready to go. Marga, please go ahead and start playing them. This guy's a victim. And yeah, he's kind of needs you to play those violins right about now.
Of nothing to celebrate. We would look like the biggest fools, the most pathetic fools, if we take part in the celebration of July 4th, given the history of this country, the 250 years of slavery. They are celebrating their independence while they enslaved our ancestors.
See how he keeps everything separate? Us versus them. They. He keeps saying they. Okay, D's right. Okay, love. Good. Yes, Mayor. Maga said too late. You're already there. Maga, I'm going to have to put you in the corner. You're being bad all night.
Ancestors. And then once slavery was eradicated legally, then they created another system that was very, very close to slavery and continued systemic racism even after the Jim Crow system was dismantled. And specifically right now, today, we're dealing with a targeted anti-Black, anti-civil rights regime. So what is there to celebrate?
Oh.
That's their celebration. We should not.
CJ, stop torturing your cat, making him listen to this crap. That's why I just opened your email. I responded. Your cat's looking like, what is this?
Celebrate our oppression or the oppressor.
Oh my God.
So thank you for watching this video. I am Reverend Civil Rights Attorney Augustus Corbett.
Woo! Alex, you know it. Zelly, how you doing? Happy 4th. I can't with this guy. I warned all of you, all of his videos. This guy knows what he's saying is a lie. He's making it up. Yeah, all of his videos are about how oppressed we are, and how Black Americans, we just can't make it due to systemic racism and white supremacy. This is the Defiant Lawyers Network. This is his channel. So he's a Black Democrat shield. MAGA. MAGA won't behave at all. I just don't know what else to do. And if you're just getting here, I could show you. America 250. They went around America, right, Vicky? They went around America in an Airstream camper. People would get on the camper. They would interview them. They were giving out. So I got my free stuff at the Walmart. They had some goodies and some Walmart bags. They were passing them out. Zelly, yeah, they're brainwashed. And so, yeah. So let me show you. You all know there are all kinds of events that took place. I asked people when we first came in to add their story as an American. Again, I'm glad I'm in America. I don't want to live anywhere else. Let me see. Yeah, if I open up, can I show Kipper's photo? How about I show it tomorrow? I'll open it. I have to open up my Yahoo email. I'll show you a kitty cat's picture tomorrow, CJ. I sure will. I'll open it up on my email, download it on my computer, and everyone can see Kipper. Is that all right? While Obama was in office, the veterans were being treated like they were nobodies. Yeah, he had 3 terms too. All right, CJ. Yeah, I just have to download it on my computer and then I can upload it. So yeah, there are all kinds of events going on. If you're just coming in, I talked about the 10 states that boycotted. They did not want to participate in America 250. They had various reasons. So, but we know how that works. MAGA wasn't supposed to have power again until the 6th, so I'm as giddy as I'll get up. I was so hot yesterday, I died twice. Okay, me, yeah, MAGA's a kitty cat. She died twice. So you have 7 more lives left. Meow. So anyway, yeah, this guy, he's a perpetual victim. Okay. Now, let me show you before we go. And you know I'll be back tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've enjoyed you. I missed you. I wasn't here last night because I just got back home from Allentown, PA. Dee's right. Yep, 3 terms. Some of people, when I say that, they're like, no, he had 2 terms. I'm like, he had 3. Jim Crow Joe Biden and his dementia that was not running anything. He was just a figurehead. Obama stayed in Washington, and he had 3 terms. It just his 3rd term wasn't on paper. Some of you get that though. You know what I'm talking about. Obama had 3 terms, and he tried his best to destroy the country. All right, here we go. Nemo. Happy 250, Nemo. Nemo, I wasn't here last night. I was coming back from Allentown, PA, but I'm back now. All right. So yeah, go on and check out the shorts. This is the one I just uploaded. So make sure, again, when you watch the shorts, you hit that little thumb, the like button's on the right. But yeah, the shorts, YouTube said they'll share out my shorts. They just don't share out my my political videos at all. Kat, are you still here, love? Yeah, so share. And then they stopped sharing my shorts for a couple of weeks, and now they're sharing them again. So that, who knows what they're doing? I don't know. Kat, okay, Kat, you're still here. Let me show you, dear. Okay. So again, my shorts, mostly 70s and 80s nostalgic. Kat, I don't know if you're a Generation Xer, but I am, and a lot of the people in the chat are. If you go to my channel page and then click on live, now this is where we are now, you'll see. And you can scroll down because I've been doing Trump videos for years. I expose everything. I don't care. YT doesn't share them out, but I don't care. I'm not going to stop doing them. Does that help you, Kat? Okay, Alex is young. Mare, thank you, love. Yeah. So I do everything. I don't care. We expose everything here on the channel. Remember, this was the video, Kat. This was the video I did when Al Sharpton was telling Black Americans not to say, how you doing, Anita? Not to celebrate America 250. Told Black Americans that they need to have their own separate celebration. There's the video that I did on that 2 months ago. I love the shorts. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Lanita, I'm in Texas lineage. I love Frederick Douglass for what he did during those terrible times. His speech with the 4th of July means the Negro was so important. Please listen and read all of the speech. Okay. I need to listen to that because it's been a while. Thank you, Lanita. Get a hold of Lisa Cabrera. She sued RT. Wow. Beverly, thank you. MAGA, they're trying to resegregate America. They sure are. Kat, yeah, look. Al Sharpton told, yeah, this is the video, and then there was this one. Yeah. This was a video he told Black Americans to boycott 250. And if you scroll down, everything with the illegal immigrants, Jasmine Crockett, yeah. The things that the Democrats have done, said, all the lies. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot. And as you can see, at one point, I had a lot of people watching, and then YouTube changed the logarithm, so now I only reach a couple of hundred, but whatever. So yeah, there's a lot. You can go back and see the videos I've done when they say Trump is a racist and he did this and he did that. I come out and tell the truth. They just tell lies on them. So yeah. Does that help out, Kat? Okay. All right. And I'll be live tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, there's a lot. Okay. There's definitely a lot that you can watch. All right. Okay. And then again, check out Kat. You love it? Oh, great. All right. Lanita said Mr. Douglass was for Black Americans, FBA, participating in our government in this holiday because we're American. Right, Lanita? We're talking, before you joined us, we're talking about the Black Democrat shields. Lanita, I think you were here. Al Sharpton, the other Black Democrat shields are telling Black Americans not to celebrate. No problem, Kat. They're telling Black Americans they need to have their own separate celebration, trying to keep us divided. That's what they're trying to do. I'm not doing it. So yeah, this is the short I just uploaded, 80s vibes. And you'll love the song I chose for that. Okay. And so yeah, make sure, where's Cat? Cat, make sure you check out Cool Cat from Queen. Yeah. And yeah, just check out all the things from all 70s and 80s is what I'm doing. Because I'm trying to go back because I don't like where we are at this point. No problem, Kat. Yeah, we're done here, folks. Hit that like button. One more person hit that like button so we'll have 70 likes. That's great. So yeah, check out the likes. And again, it doesn't cost anything, folks. Hit the like button. That helps YouTube to share the videos out. It's sad how relevant Michael Jackson's song Black or White is today. Alex, yeah, it's terrible. All they try to do is divide and conquer. I don't listen to those people. They're idiots. All right. I'm going to let you go. Kat, sure will got a lot of good stuff. Yes, Kat, and let me know what you think about the shorts. And I try to leave comments. Some of the shorts have 1 million views. So, okay, Charlie, I'll send you my address. I do have a mailing address. As soon as I get off from here, I'll send it to you. Your email just came through. Okay. I sure will. So, yeah, I'm going to go. I enjoyed you all. Glad to be back home. I will thumbs up your new shorts because I'm having trouble with this. Okay. My girls, you didn't check out my Cool Cat video, I don't think. Or if you did, you didn't leave a comment. I don't know. But you normally leave a comment. So I didn't know if that was one you missed. 50 years ago today, I was having fun celebrating the bicentennial as a little boy in Mississippi. D's Ride Service. Check out my shorts. I missed the 70s and 80s. And because of all the crap from these race hustles, these Democrat shields, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to get away. So check it out, D. Martian Mello, thank you. You too. Be safe. I hope to see all of you tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, when you watch the shorts, you too, Kat. When you watch the shorts, people, please hit the little the like button. It won't cost anything, I promise. Now, I'm coming to talk to you in the comment section right now. I'll stay there until YT ends the live stream. Love you all. Be safe. Be cognizant of your surroundings. And I'm coming to talk to you right now in the live stream.